But when you want to go into logistics, you have to find some good companies which are doing their logistics business. So you can also go into sales, you can go into core logistics, or you can go into a tender management. Yeah.
Alright, guys, so welcome back once again. I am at the moment in KLU Hamburg. I'm sitting with two alumni. He graduated in 2018 and he graduated last year in 2023. Quite fresh, huh? Okay, cool. So before I go into the details of how was the course, how was the experience, what is logistics industry, what is happening currently, and what are you guys doing currently, how about we take like 30-second quick introduction of.
Hi, my name is Suyash Srivastav, and I came from India quite some time ago at 2016, and as you mentioned, I passed out in 2018 from Global Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Back in India, I studied mechanical engineering and then had a couple of years of work experience from there, and then moved here to do my master's in logistics because due to my work, I got introduced to logistics and I found that quite interesting and the supply chain aspect of the industry. And then from there onwards, then I've been working here. I've been living in Hamburg itself for all this time until today.
Hi, I'm Roshan Hegde. I'm from India too, and I'm basically from Bangalore. And I did my bachelor's in Bangalore in industrial engineering and management. Then I worked in Accenture for 4 years there, and then I moved to Germany for my master's. So I moved here in 2021. This is after COVID, and yeah, I started doing global logistics and supply chain management at KLU. Yeah, I passed out last year in 2023. Now I'm working at Hermes. It's a logistics company in Germany. Yeah, this is how it's going now.
Okay. You said you also worked in India.
Yeah.
And you also worked in India. But your experience in Germany has been what so far? 5 years?
It's almost 6 years
6 years now.
Yep.
You just joined the company. You graduated. So what exactly do you do at the workplace?
Currently, I'm my designation is customer integration and solution manager. So I work in solution design department, where basically Hermes main customer like autos, all the logistics from all over the globe, majorly from Asia. So we used to handle their logistics part, and also we handle a supply chain and transport management system. So developing the system and making it more accurate and helping our customers to get their datas very accurately and fast with the good quality datas. And also I play with the datas sometimes, and also with the IT and the business parts as well.
You currently said you said like you're working in sales side of the business.
Yep.
So why did you study logistics and like you're working in the business side of the work? How does that make sense? You could have gone to business school, right?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and I think this also shows you that how you can expand, how you can move around within any business. And like my journey, when I started with Siemens, I already started as a working student. So when I started studying here, my master's, I already started with Siemens as a working student. So it's like a part-time contract. I think viewers will find it interesting that you can already work with a company while you're studying. So you have sort of a foot in the door. I was also able to, practice what I was learning here, like the skills in logistics and procurement and supply chain. So I started working as a working student in procurement, where you have all the aspect of logistics and supply chain management.
Right.
And then over the years, like I found interest in next things, like what could be the next move, and how you can move from more applied part of the business to let's say a more part with top view, and and that's how it went.
At the moment, your full-time job, if you were to tell us in one sentence, what do you do exactly?
So basically, I am selling wind turbines to, it can be a government in Scandinavia or private equity or equities in Eastern Europe.
And what are the top 3 skills needed to get this job done? 5 on 5.
You have to be a fantastic communicator. What you're saying is being received as such, and there's no room for interpretation. You need to be a people's person. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, most of the deals happen like this in this table when you have food in front of you, or I don't know, a drink or something like this. So you need to be on point, but also people's person. You need to understand the customer requirements as well.
What's the third one?
Well, knowledge, of course. You need knowledge at this kind of environment, because the stakes are are so high. You're talking about projects which are above a billion or billion and a half euros. So you cannot have the possibility to overpromise something and then only to learn, go back and learn that okay, this is going to cost us a lot of deterioration in our profit margin.
Since you graduated quite fresh, how has this course contributed to your career prospects, to what you're doing? Your background was in what? A bachelor's?
Industrial engineering.
Industrial engineering. Okay. Again, nothing to do with what you're doing, or was it to do a
yes.
bit of it? So, how has this course contributed to what you're doing right now?
Basically, what KLU's learning approach, it is quite different, I can say. We do most of the things hands-on activities, and also it is industrial relevant curriculum we have, and also the courses what they offer has a blend between the theoretical as well as the practical knowledge. During my study period, so I learned skills like communication and also problem solving skills, and also the teamwork what we do here. So that really helped me in building my career, and I think in future I'm going to take this forward and learn more skills. So that's really helping me now.
Let's be honest about some things, okay? There are other universities also teaching the same kind of courses, right? Their prices may also be different to what you paid. Why? What made you go with KLU?
Okay, that's a really good question. This question has been asked for me quite a few times, but I can say that KLU's focus towards logistics is the key principle of them, and it's like we don't have like 16, 17 courses here. We only have a few courses which is particularly focused towards the logistics and the supply chain, and also the professor here. So they have extensive industrial contacts, and one of my professor who helped me to get the working student job here, his industrial contacts, it's helped me to get one, and that is how I got my working student, and I continued, and now I work in the same company as a full-time job. So these aspects actually helped me, and also Hamburg is a port city where the logistics from all over the world come here, and situating a university next to the port and helping us to directly in contact with port is very important. So this is main reasons why I selected KLU.
What about you?
I think for me the case is a bit different since I graduated in 2018. So I would say KLU definitely had an early mover advantage because there were not many universities back then in 2016 when I was looking for some courses in supply chain management and logistics in Europe in general. And when you have this like more specialized uni without, as you said, that not many courses, then you can be assured of with as much or as little you know about the country or uni, you could be assured that okay, things are going to be more or less on point here. And that gives some level of assurity. And this was like, I'm talking about 2016, but now there's possibility that you can reach out to alumni who can tell you more how things have developed.
When you look at the job market right now, Germany as a whole for this field, is it worth going into this field, or are there jobs, not so many jobs available? Do you think jobs are out there enough?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. Because there's always room for improvement. Like now, the next big thing that's happening in logistics is digitization of logistics and bringing data into it. So it basically invites all kinds of people from, the computer engineering aspect of it and try to come in and flex. Because I think these are one of the low-hanging fruits in logistics. It is one of those industries which is
Right.
not yet tested to its highest potential.
Right.
And that should invite more and more people.
Since you've worked in this industry for quite some time, I don't want to know your salary, but like give me a range of what does one get with, let's say, his profile, right? Like, let's just assume how much he might be getting. Give me a ballpark of from this to this.
Look, I think what you have to, I will get to the ballpark, but you have to look at it in a very holistic level.
I know there are a lot of criterias. Let's not get there.
But
I know.
but that
City, background, blah,
no,
blah,
no,
blah.
even more than that. Like
Yeah.
what you get out of after a master's, or let's just stick to masters and
Yeah,
not going to bachelor's.
Let's just assume how much he might
Yeah.
be getting paid.
I think pretty good in the sense like definitely above 60K to somewhere 80K, somewhere in that range.
Okay. How much do you think he might be getting paid?
Counting his experience, I think around 65 to 75 in that range.
He's saying more for you.
Because I know my salary, so I can.
Okay,
I
so
can
so
say
there's a
He also said
disconnect.
he also said 60 to 80K for you. He gave you a bigger window,
That's
whereas you only
but
gave him 60 to 70, 75, having more experience than you.
yeah, he has more experience than me, and yeah. So in the current market, I can say, answering to the same question what you asked, the skill set what you have is very important here. Sure. Because we have a lot of competition out there. That too after COVID, I can't say that the market is very easy and you will get a job one as soon as you pass out. You have to be competitive, and you have to showcase the company that you are really capable of this particular job role what they are offering for. Yeah, and coming to salary range in Germany, particularly in Hamburg, quite a good salary you will get. I can say once you graduate, your salary range will be around 55 to around 65. And if you have more experience, then that will count. That will be plus for you. And also the job role what you're applying, is it an entry level job or a mid senior level job? So it also counts on your salary. So basically, it's above 55 is a decent salary, I can say.
If a fresher wants to make a transition into this field, right, with this course, is it advisable, or would you say no, no, just take 1 or 2 years of experience and then come?
I think given the landscape we are in at the moment, that
Yeah.
there is so much room for development. I would say go for it. Like you can jump directly from your let's say bachelor or any other education in whatever background. You can of course find a good fit, what fits better for you in from all the courses that KLU offers. But you can make a switch. It is gonna help because at the end of the day, what lands you a job after your course, you need to see that you get so many more opportunities while you're studying to learn what you need to learn to land a job or already be in a system like what we were talking about, working student.
Right.
Like the things that are going to help you are much more, or they have higher weightage as compared to if you only look at the end goal. You're gonna definitely learn a lot more on the way and get far more opportunities to land you a dream job or a starting job.
Where are your classmates working and what are they doing right now? Have they been employed already, or do you know what kind of jobs they are doing?
Yeah, few of my classmates are still searching for their job, and most of them got their job. They're working in big logistics companies, and also companies like Hapag-Lloyd, Airbus, and Olympus, Siemens. So these are the big companies which usually we as a logistics graduate pass out get into. And also in the company, you can go into a different field. Like for example, he went to a sales department, so I'm in the core logistics and IT department. Yeah, so quite a few of them are still searching for a job. That is why I told you it's not a easy market right now. There might be a lot of reason for that. I don't want to name each and everything, but recession is the one big thing what happening now. That is also hitting few of my classmates now.
Why do you think you got successful? What did you do differently?
I can say one major thing is about the work what you do as a working student. So working student helped a lot for me. The skills what I showcased to my employer who gave me a job, and that helped me to get into a full-time job. So this is very easy way to get into a full-time job, I can say, like converting the working student into a full-time job. And apart from that, it's not only that thing, like they won't convert you directly into a full-time. So they will check whether he is capable of doing this, or he has a relevant experience behind that, because working student is what, like 20 hours per week we work. So in the full time you have to work for 38 to 40 hours. So is he capable to take that much of risk, and how analytically skilled he is, what problem solving skill he has? So these kind of skills they'll check. And also I had some experience back in India that also really counted a lot here, because it should not be a relevant experience, but some corporate experience will definitely going to help.
So, can any of you talk about what are the top 5 areas people are going into when they graduate such a program? I know industry is quite big. Like, I just want to know like top 5 areas if there is any. What field can I go and work?
So you can go into see, supply chain is a vast field. So whichever company you go, you will find a supply chain. But when you want to go into logistics, you have to find some good companies which are doing their logistics business, and all, for example, the container exchange business and the vessel, the carriers, something like that. So you can also go into sales, you can go into core logistics, or you can go into a tender management. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Like now I have a perspective of being alumni for 6 years, and then my batchmates where they are. It's just the possibilities are endless, because there's also people in fast fashion industry, because there's also marvelous amount of logistics involved, or FMCG, or these energy infrastructure industry where I'm employed. Other than the mainstream I'm talking about, like you can of course be with the shipping lines, and that is definitely like one of the core areas, but it's endless. Like logistics is the building block of every business.
Right. What kind of hard skills I may need? I mean, I know you mentioned 3 soft skills, which is people's person and good communication and all of that. But like when it's about hands-on experience of knowing the tools or the softwares, did KLU teach you something which is now being utilized in the industry?
When it comes to tools, I can say all these SAP tools and Excel is very important. You will work on Excel every day. Power BI tools like which helps to analyze the data like SQL. And if you have some IT knowledge, if you have like some programming language skills like Python, so these are the skills which really helps in your professional career. KLU definitely it helped us to learn these things. So here they'll teach us how what are the basic tools which are required once you get out of KLU or once you are graduated. And if you want to do it, if you want to go and learn a particular tool, you have to do a professional certification from outside. Yeah.
And did you learn all of this, what he said, in the university, or you knew it already, some of it?
Yeah, so like I think his contribution or his perspective is far more updated, and mine might be outdated. But I think I want to highlight the part that we always underestimate the power of Excel, or a lot of heavy lifting in the industry in general is being done by Excel, and people also know it from before. But you also study here, like as part of the supply chain modeling or logistics modeling. This does gets introduced to you in let's say in a more advanced manner.
I remember my student days, right? So I came to a university. Yes, I went through the entire academic process. Eventually start working in the industry, right? I think you also went through the same process. Would you say you learned more when you went to the industry, when you were doing a working student job? Or did you learn more in the classroom sessions? I think you already got the question and you started laughing about it.
Yeah, to be honest, yes.
Yes, for what? Which one?
So we will learn more hands-on in the company, or in the as a professional working student or something like that. Why? Because you will get a real-time project there, and you will have that risk and the competitiveness in the company, and you have one particular target to reach there. That is when you will put your 100% effort, and you will try to involve in completely into that project, and also there will be someone who is managing you, and you should give them the update, and also you should please them, like I am capable of doing that. When it comes to university, of course you have some hands-on activities, but it's not in that level where you want to complete the task. Obviously we have to complete the class, but it's only for the at the end of the day, it's only for the grades. So here it's not like, oh, I need some hike or I need some promotions. It's not like that. So when it comes to that, I can say that the industrial experience is far more better, or far more helpful for you when it comes to the university. But to be honest, it's very not true to compare both the things, because that is completely different environment. That is your professional journey, and this is educational aspect. Yeah.
So the reason I asked you this question is because people come with preconceived notion of, oh, because I'm going to XYZ university, I will anyways get employed, right? And university should do the heavy lifting for me on my behalf, which is not true, right? Because you guys went for a working student for a reason. You could have graduated completely and then would have looked for something else, right? For a full-time job outside. So this is also something which I think a great learning to hear from you both, that you started somewhere and you proved them your way, and that's how they got their one leg inside the door, right?
I think it has to be addressed because this is a big factor before you. I mean, this anyway is a big jump, right? Coming all the way from India to
Yeah.
Germany for an education. This is an investment, and I mean, we Indians have a different way of looking at investment. We just want some return immediately, and that's okay. That's fine. I mean, it's part of the game, but I think. It's far more holistic than that. All that you need to land a job, you will learn here. As you quite rightly pointed out, like when you are in the job, you're far more industrious, and the only thing that is driving you is, yeah, I need to climb this ladder, this corporate ladder, and all. If you come from that kind of perspective, but here you learn so much more. Like you will be studying with I don't know, students from 20 other countries, 30 other countries, and that in itself provides you with knowledge which you might not know that you're receiving it as it goes, because you learn to deal in a very diverse and intercultural way, and you get always perspectives that you as a person would not have thought by yourself. And all this basically helps you, builds up what you need to showcase in your job later on, you know, like that you can coexist, you can contribute, you can collect ideas with and the workforce at the moment is very diverse, very multicultural, and this is also the future for Germany. I mean, they need a lot of skilled workers, and so this can for sure be assumed as a norm that is going to continue. And you, this is an important skill, and KLU also teaches that intercultural courses and also.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. My last question for both of you. What's your message for all the students who are coming in future, want to start their career in the field of logistics or different domains of logistics? What do you want to tell them?
My only advice is before coming to this particular industry, just get to know about the industry first and get some experience about logistics or supply chain, because without zero knowledge coming here, it will be quite difficult for them. And also keep in contact with all your alumni and your universities and your fellow classmates, so they will really gonna help you in future finding a job, or also contact the for people who are coming to study logistics. For them, basically keep in contact with the alumni of that particular university which you are applying for, because from them, the whatever the experience you they share with you, that is really gonna help you in future. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I might sound like a grown-up uncle here, but I think what if you can sum it down to two things, it's like you need a vision before you land here, and you need a certain level of sincerity, and that alone is enough for you to, you know, have a soft landing here for and get your master course done in 2 years, and then you will learn a lot in those 2 years. But if you have these two things, proper vision and a level of sincerity, you will make the most out of the things that are provided to you or that exist here, which are free for anyone, and then you can make the most use of it. And then how you land your dream job, or how you want to develop in your career, I think that is anyway very, very long picture. You might change so much down the line that all this could become redundant.
Cool. So this is what you heard from both of them. They are currently full-time employed in the field of logistics. If you're somebody who's interested in the same field, make sure that you check the description. I will put the course, what both of them studied, and go through the course curriculum. If you have any questions regarding course, please reach out to the university directly. They are the right people to tell you what is needed, what's not needed when it comes to admission. In terms of employability and job, you heard it from them. There are enough jobs out there. Having said that, you need to have right skills to get into the industry, right? Please make sure that you follow LinkedIn as well, and try to reach out to all the alumni. They are also somebody who can give you the reflection and the experience they've had with the university directly. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the right time when Germany is inviting you before they shut their doors. So make your way to Europe, and I think having a Hamburg as a brand on your CV when it comes to logistics, I think is a great booster for you, for people who are interested in this field. Having said that, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and make sure that you watch the other videos and the description of this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.